The most powerful company in AI just did something it was never supposed to do. And the second most powerful company just declared war on its own customers. Both happened within weeks. Almost nobody noticed. And together, they just shattered the biggest story you were told about the AI war. Because everyone told you this was about GPUs. Nvidia, Blackwell, export controls, Jensen Huang. That was the surface story. China was already looking underneath it. Before I show you the two moves, you need to understand why they're happening. The United States spent the last 2 years trying to win the AI war through one strategy: cut China off from GPUs. Export controls, blacklist restrictions, supply chain pressure. The logic was simple: no advanced GPUs, no advanced AI. And for a moment, it looked like it was working. But China didn't stop. It changed the game. China began investing massively in something the export controls couldn't touch as easily: the rest of the system. Domestic CPU architectures, custom accelerators, system-level integration, memory innovations. The explicit goal: build a complete AI stack that doesn't depend on Western hardware at any layer. And here's what that tells you. China understood something before most Western analysts did. The future of AI is not about one chip. It's about who controls the entire machine. GPU, CPU, memory, interconnect, software, rack design, all of it working together. And the moment you understand that, suddenly, Nvidia's new CPU announcement and ARM's most shocking move in 30 years stop looking like product launches. They start looking like responses. Here's what Nvidia just revealed: a new CPU called Vera, not a GPU, a CPU, built around 88 custom Olympus cores designed specifically for Agentic AI. The kind of AI that doesn't just answer questions, but reasons, plans, takes actions, and operates continuously in loops. 1.2 terabytes per second of memory bandwidth, double the performance of its predecessor, purpose-built for reinforcement learning, real-time analytics, and rack-scale AI orchestration. Now, why does a GPU company build a CPU? Because of this problem. Modern AI systems are no longer just running massive parallel math. The new frontier, Agentic AI, means your system is coordinating, scheduling workloads, routing data, managing memory movement, making decisions in real time, supervising software layers across an entire rack of hardware. That is not a GPU job. GPUs are the factory floor, incredible at doing one thing at enormous scale. But someone has to run the factory. Someone has to schedule the shifts, manage the supply chain, prevent the whole system from becoming a billion-dollar bottleneck. That is the CPU. And here's what Vera signals. Nvidia is no longer thinking in chips. It is thinking in systems. Vera is the brain of Nvidia's AI factory, the orchestrator that feeds the GPUs, controls them, and removes every friction point around them. Vera is not a CPU upgrade. It's Nvidia removing the last piece of infrastructure it doesn't control. That is a vertical integration play, deliberate, total, and designed to make you permanently dependent. And if you're starting to see how this connects, not just chips, but power, control, and global strategy, this is exactly what this channel covers. Because this is where AI stops being hype and starts becoming strategy. So if you haven't already, subscribe. Because what's coming next in this story is going to be even bigger than what we just covered. Now, let's talk about the move that nobody in the industry saw coming. For 30 years, ARM's business was brilliant in its simplicity. We design the architecture, you license it, everyone wins. That's how ARM ended up inside every smartphone on the planet and increasingly inside data centers. Apple, Qualcomm, Amazon, Nvidia, all of them built on ARM's instruction sets. ARM collected the royalties. Low risk, high margin. But ARM looked at what was happening inside AI data centers and saw something terrifying. If we stay a licensing company, we get cut out of the real value. Because here's the dynamic. Nvidia takes ARM's architecture, wraps it inside its own CPU, connects it to its own GPUs and networking and software stack. And suddenly, the architecture is almost irrelevant. The value is in the system, and ARM gets a tiny slice of that. So on March 24, 2026, ARM did something it has never done before. It stopped licensing and started selling. ARM didn't just enter the market, it declared war on its own customers. Its own AGI CPU, its own data center chip, Meta as the lead partner, OpenAI, Cloudflare, SAP, and SK Telecom as customers, built on TSMC's 3nm process, and a projection of $15 billion in new annual revenue within 5 years. But here is the dangerous part that nobody is pricing in. The moment ARM becomes a direct competitor, every company that built on ARM designs has to ask an uncomfortable question. Should we keep building on ARM or start building around it? And that question, once asked, does not go away. Watch for the RISC-V signal. That's the open-source chip architecture that requires no licensing from anyone. If major ARM partners start quietly investing there, that's the canary. That's the moment ARM's ecosystem begins fracturing from within. Now connect everything back to where we started. China's strategy was not just to survive GPU restrictions. It was to identify every layer of AI infrastructure where Western control could be bypassed and build domestic alternatives at each one. CPUs, memory, interconnects, compilers, system software. For a while, that looked like a long shot because GPUs were so dominant that even a great CPU barely moved the needle. But what Nvidia and ARM just did, in the same 2-week window, is publicly confirm that CPUs are strategically critical again. That validation changes China's position overnight, because China has been investing in exactly this layer for years. And now, the companies that dismissed CPU competition as irrelevant have just told the market, through their own product launches, that CPUs are central to AI's future. That opens the door wider, and it makes the US export control strategy more complicated. Because the current framework was built around controlling one thing, the most advanced GPUs. It assumed that was the choke point. But if the real competition is about integrated systems, CPU plus GPU plus memory plus interconnect plus software, then controlling one layer isn't enough. You don't just need the best GPU anymore, you need the whole machine. And right now, only one company in the world is close to having the whole machine locked down. Nvidia. Which means the geopolitical question is no longer, who has the best GPU? It's who controls the architecture of the entire AI system, and can anyone stop them before the rest of the world catches up? That is a fundamentally different and far more difficult question. Here's how you track this going forward. 3 signals. Watch all 3. 1. Hyperscaler defection. Amazon, Google, and Microsoft all have custom silicon programs. All 3 are building AI infrastructure that doesn't rely entirely on Nvidia. Watch how aggressively they accelerate those programs now that Nvidia's vertical integration ambitions are fully visible. If hyperscalers move faster on custom CPUs and interconnects, the reaction to Vera has begun. 2. RISC-V investment flows. The moment ARM started competing with its own ecosystem, a clock started ticking. RISC-V becomes dramatically more attractive to any company that now sees ARM as a rival rather than a partner. Watch where the funding flows. Watch which hyperscalers start quietly hiring RISC-V engineers. That's your signal that ARM's ecosystem fracture is real and accelerating. 3. China's system-level benchmarks. China's domestic AI chips have consistently underperformed in raw GPU compute. But if the competition shifts to system-level integration, which Nvidia and ARM just confirmed it is, then raw GPU comparisons become less relevant. Watch for Chinese AI infrastructure companies publishing system-level performance data rather than chip-level specs. That's the signal China has caught up in the layer that now matters most. Here's the one thing I want you to carry out of this video. For 5 years, the world watched a GPU race and called it the AI war. But that was never the real war. The AI war was never about the fastest chip. It was about who owns the machine. And now, that fight has finally begun. The CPU is no longer background infrastructure. It is the new battlefield. And the companies and countries that understood that first are already 3 moves ahead. You now see what most people don't. Next video, I'm going either deeper on Nvidia's full AI stack strategy or into how China is building an entire semiconductor ecosystem designed to operate without the West. Comment which one you want. Subscribe so you're there when it drops. Because the next wave of AI stories is not going to look anything like the last one.